Hi everyone. Now let's look at our if conditional active and passive voice. Okay, so if conditional, we have three different types. We have likely, unlikely, and impossible. Likely is when we use to talk about something which has the possibility to happen. Okay, unlikely is usually talking about something that is is usually talking about your dream, what you wish for. Okay, it's quite impossible to happen. Okay, whereas for impossible is talking about something that has already passed. Okay, this thing has already happened. Okay, if they had done this, that wouldn't have happened. Okay, is something that has already passed, but you are thinking about it. If during that time I did something like this, then this won't happen. Okay, then something will be changed. It's talking about something that has already passed, and it is impossible to happen anymore, impossible to be changed anymore. Okay, that is why it is called impossible. Okay, so there are three types, and for if conditional, we have a if clause and a main clause. Okay, if clause and main clause. If clause can be in front. Okay, all of my example is I arrange if clause in front, but if clause can also be at the back. Okay, main clause and if clause not always. If clause is not always in front and main clause is not always at the back. They can change their position as well. Main clause can also be in front. If clause can also be at the back. Okay, now let's look at the first example for likely. Okay, likely. Just remember this combination. If conditional is all about the combination. Okay, you just need to remember the combination and everything will be easy after that. Okay, if conditional likely, our format is simple present tense, will original verb. Okay, if the sentence give you simple present tense, if there is simple present tense in the sentence, then another part should be will original verb. Okay, and if will original verb is given in the sentence, then another part should be simple present tense. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, for active voice. So let's look at the first example. If she eats that plate of rice, she will not eat the bread. Okay, so if clause here, simple present tense is given. If the sentence give you if she eats that plate of rice, she then blank. So your answer will be will not eat. Will not eat together with it. This should also be highlighted. Okay, she will not eat will plus original verb. Okay, if you have not, then add not after will. Okay, it can be also become won't. Okay, it can also be won't. She won't eat the bread. Okay, so simple present tense and will original verb. Okay, so this is likely to happen. If she eats that plate of rice, she's already full, so she will not eat the bread anymore. Likely to happen, right? Possible to happen. Okay, so for passive voice, we just need to change the verb to its passive form, like what you have learned before. Will plus original verb is simple future tense, right? Simple future tense, when you change to passive voice, it will become will plus be plus pp. As I told you before, our main verb should always be changed to be plus pp. Okay, it's just that our be will be changed according to the tense. Here, be is be. We don't change to anything because after will, we should put original verb. So be, we don't change to is, am, are, was, were, anything. Just use be. So your format is will be plus pp. So if you understand this, you do not have to remember, you do not have to memorize the format exactly. You just need to know that, you should change it to be plus pp. Okay, so your sentence if, and also simple present tense. Simple present tense, when you change to passive voice, as I told you before, our verb eats, we change to be plus pp. Okay, and be plus pp, our be, we have is, am, are, was, were, been, being. Okay, for simple present tense, our be we should change to is, am, are, either one. Okay, so that is why your format is simple present tense. We change to is MR plus PP. Okay, our be we change to is MR. Then it is always PP at the back, passive voice. Okay, so your sentence. If that plate of rice is eaten by her, okay, you can see that it's here. We change to is eaten. Be plus PP. One plate of rice. So we choose is. Is PP eaten. Okay, is eaten by her. The bread will not or won't be PP eaten by her. Okay, if conditional, you need to be very careful since we have two verbs in the sentence. Not all the time, both verb will be in passive form. Maybe one verb in active and another one in passive. That is possible to happen in a sentence. So you need to focus on the clause. You need to focus on each clause. This clause, what happened? Okay, you have by, so it should be passive. Okay, this clause also you have by, it should be passive. Okay, your sentence can also be, if she eats that plate of rice, the bread will not be eaten by her. Okay, do you get what I mean? So your sentence, since you have two clauses, one clause can be active, another clause can be passive. So you need to focus on the clause that you need to fill in the blanks. Okay, you need to take note of this, okay? Be careful. Okay, now let's look at unlikely. Unlikely, our main format is simple past tense plus would and original verb. Okay, simple past tense would original verb. Okay, see, let's look at the example. If Ali bought, our simple past tense verb, bought the bungalow, he would, original verb, would invite us for housewarming. Okay, if he bought the bungalow, he would invite us. For passive voice, simple past tense passive voice. Okay, simple past tense, when we change to passive voice, you can flip back to your previous notes. Simple past tense, when we change to passive voice, it should be was, were, was or were plus PP, right? But remember what I told you before, if conditional tense, we'll never see was in our if conditional. Okay, there's no was in if conditional. So we cannot change our simple past tense to was, were plus PP. You can only use were. Okay, was will never appear in if conditional. So it's always were plus PP. Okay, our be should be changed to were only, no was. So your format for passive voice, if simple past change to were plus PP. Okay, would original verb, passive voice, original verb here, our main verb, we should change to be plus PP. Be plus PP. Our be we don't change to any form because after would should be original verb. So be original verb. Okay, would be PP. So your sentence, the example, if the bungalow were bought by Ali, take note here, bungalow, although it is only one bungalow, we cannot use was because if conditional. The rules is like this. Okay, so we can only use were. If the bungalow were bought by Ali, we would be PP invited by him for housewarming. Okay, impossible. Okay, impossible, our format is if plus past perfect. Okay, which is the format had plus PP. Okay, past perfect format had plus PP. Okay, our main clause would have plus PP. Would have PP. Would have PP. Okay, so you can see here, if they had completed their work, had completed, past perfect, had PP. If they had completed their work, their teacher would have PP punished them. Okay, you have not, then you add. Okay, so if you have not in a sentence, you should always add it after the first verb. So your first verb here is would. So it should be together with would. Wouldn't. Okay, their teacher wouldn't have punished them. So if they had completed their work, their teacher wouldn't have punished them. Okay, for passive voice, past perfect tense, we have just learned it, right? Past perfect tense, passive voice. Had PP, we change to had been PP. Okay, as I told you before, your main verb you should change to be PP. Okay, B, PP. B here we choose been because after had we should always use been. After had we should always use PP. So PP form B, been. Had been PP. Okay, so if their homework had been completed by them, had been PP completed by them, would have been PP. Have PP here, we change to have been PP. Have PP here is actually present perfect tense. Okay, the present perfect tense combination, right? Have plus PP. So present perfect tense have plus PP. When we change to passive voice, our PP, our main verb here, should be changed to been plus PP because after have should always be PP form. So we choose been, have been PP. They wouldn't have been punished by their teacher. Okay, so this is actually talking about something that has happened in the past. If during that time they had completed their work, then they wouldn't have been punished by the teacher. Okay, so this A active is actually refers to the color. Okay, red color refers to the active verb, blue refers to the passive, and this one, the highlighted one, is the format. So if you highlight by yourself, maybe you highlight this with your red highlighter, then you do it, you can do this by yourself according to the color that you have highlighted. Okay, you do not have to follow exactly what I have done. Okay, and please remember this: for unlikely, be should always be changed to were as past tense. No was in if conditional. You will never see was. Okay, so exercise. First question: if the rain stops, I would go out and have fun. So for if conditional, you need to be careful because there are three types. There are three types, and they are also active, passive voice. Okay, so you need to be careful. So first thing, for if conditional, you need to find out which type is it first. Okay, so the first keyword should be if. Okay, if you have if, then you know that it should be if conditional. Okay, after you know that it is an if conditional, then you need to know which type is it, whether is it likely, unlikely, or impossible. So you see, look for the verb first. If the rain stops, see, the verb is here. Stops. What tense is it? It is simple present tense. You have if and simple present tense. I would out and have fun. I would go out and have fun. So this person can do these things, can do this action. I can go out. So it should be active voice. So let's see. You have simple present tense. If conditional, simple present tense. Okay, so it should be likely. Okay, likely and active voice. Another part should be will plus original verb. So your answer, I will go out and have fun. Okay, so this is likely active. Okay, likely active voice. Okay, number 2, I would travel around the world if Jack Ma was my dad. Okay, look for if first, highlight if. Okay, then the next thing you should look for the verb. Would travel is your verb. Would travel, original verb. Would and original verb. So let's see. You have would original verb. Where is it? Would original verb here. Okay, you have would original verb. So it should be unlikely. Another part should be simple past tense. Okay, let's go back to the question. Simple past tense. Okay, B. We should change it to simple past tense. Jack Ma, one person. So your answer should be was. Is it? No, okay, remember there's no was in if conditional, so your answer should be were. Okay, B, we change to simple past tense, should be either was or were, right? But then in if conditional, there's no was, so we should change to were. Okay, if Jack Ma were my dad. So this is unlikely, like a dream for you, Jack Ma. Yeah, unlikely to be your dad. Unlikely to be your dad. Okay, unlikely, and it is an active voice sentence. Okay, number 3, if I had studied harder for my UEC exam, I would not regret. So you see here, first keyword if, okay, and next thing, look for the verb. Where's the verb? Studied. Okay, had studied together. Don't just highlight studied, then you will confuse. Okay, had studied. So let's see, had studied. Had plus pp, where is it? Had plus pp here. So it should be impossible. Okay, you have had plus pp. Another part of your answer should be would have plus pp. So would have pp. You have not here. So your not should be followed after would, your first verb, as I said just now. So wouldn't have pp, regret, regretted. Okay, double T. Wouldn't have regretted. Please remember, it's not would haven't regretted. Your not should always be followed after the first word. Okay, so follow after would. So wouldn't have regretted, or you can also write would not have regretted. Okay, so this is impossible. Active voice. Okay, number 4. If there were 500 countries in the world, one of them what? Wakanda. So highlight the keyword first, if, and another one should be your verb. Look for the verb. Where is the verb? The verb is were. So were is past tense, right? Past tense. So you have if and past tense. If and past tense. Where is past tense? Okay, past tense is here. So it should be unlikely. Another part of your sentence should be would plus original verb, right? So see, one of them what? Wakanda. This is an active voice sentence, so it should be would plus original verb. Would, you write down would first, and your original verb is in the bracket, so would be. Okay, would be Wakanda. So this is past tense, unlikely, and active voice. Okay, number 5, the child what? Not trapped in a car. If the parents had been more careful. Okay, look for the keyword if. Another keyword should be verb. Where's the verb? Had been. See, had been. Had plus pp. Okay, you have it, if, and had plus pp. Had plus pp here. So it should be if conditional, impossible. If had pp. Another part should be would have pp. Okay, would have pp. The child what? Not trapped in the car. Can the child trap himself or herself in the car? No, right? The child won't do this. Okay, so the child should be trapped by someone. So it should be a passive sentence. Okay, a passive sentence should be would have been pp. Okay, would have been pp because you have had been. Your keyword is had been. Okay, like what I said just now, you see, this part of the sentence, this clause, if the parent had been more careful, this is active voice. But another clause can be passive. This is the example. This part is passive voice, and this part is active voice. Okay, so you need to focus on the part of the sentence that you need to fill in the blank, whether is it active or passive. You cannot just depend on another part. Okay, you need to look at this part. So this is a passive, your answer should be a passive answer. Passive voice answer. So your answer should be would have been pp, right? Would, you're not, add after would, so wouldn't have been pp, trapped. Okay, wouldn't have been trapped in the car. If the parents had been more careful. This is impossible. Okay, impossible, passive. Okay, number 6. If the winner is Ray, we what? Invite to his house for celebration. Okay, keyword first. If is a keyword. And next, you need to look for the verb. The verb is. Okay, so is simple present tense. You have if conditional and simple present tense. So it should be likely. Another part of the sentence should be will plus original verb. Okay, so you see, if it is a past active voice sentence, you should invite someone, right? We invite someone to his house. It should be like this if it's an active sentence. Okay, but you do not have anyone or anything at the back here. Invite, you must invite something if you are inviting, right? Invite someone, but there's no one after invite, so it shows that this should be a passive sentence. So your answer should be will original verb become will be original verb. So we will be, or you can also use we shall be. We will be invited to his house for celebration. Okay, for if conditional, we usually use will instead of shall. Okay, so if the winner is Ray, we will be invited to his house for celebration. This is likely passive voice. Okay, next one. Angeline would sue if she had been found guilty. Okay, first keyword is always if, and you have your verb had been found. Okay, had been found, had been pp, impossible. Okay, impossible. Another part should be would have been pp or maybe would have pp, whether is it active or passive. Okay, so you see, Angeline would sue if she had been found guilty. If Angeline had been found guilty, she should be sued by someone, right? She shouldn't be like suing somebody because she was the one had been found guilty, so she should be sued. Okay, so it should be a passive sentence. So if she had been found guilty, she would have been pp, right? Sued at the. Sue means 告，所以如果他被查到是有罪的话，他就会被告。Okay, that's the meaning of the sentence. So Angeline would have been sued if she had been found guilty. So this is impossible and passive voice. Okay, if during that time she had been found guilty, then she would have been sued. Okay, so number 8, what the parcel what by Kelly if she had enough time. So here your keyword is if, and also had, your verb had. Okay, had is past tense, is the past tense of have. So this sentence is you have a past tense, so simple past tense. It should be unlikely, would, another part should be would, since you have simple past, another part should be would original verb or would be pp. So let's see. The parcel is 包裹. So you have a by here. It shows that this part should be a passive voice. So we should use would be pp. So your answer, would the parcel, as I said earlier, only one word in the first blank, so would, then be pp, sent. So would the parcel be sent? Sorry, this is the answer. Would the parcel be sent? Okay, so this is likely and passive voice. Your answer is passive voice. Okay, so that's all for today. That's all for this exercise. If you have any question regarding if conditional or present perfect tense, past perfect tense, whether is it active or passive, please do not feel shy or do not hesitate to PM me. You may always ask me if you have any question. Okay, because tenses, I know some of you, your tenses are not so good. You're quite weak at tenses. If you are not clear with anything, please always PM me and ask me about it. I will make sure to explain it again to you. Okay, so please check your answer, mark for yourself, highlight the keywords, and write down if there's anything that you have found important. Please, you may jot it down in your grammar book, and after you're done, take a picture and post it in the comment section together with the present and past perfect exercise. Okay, thank you.